I've read a lot of absurd hand histories involving Jattin. Just when you think maybe he was just planning on giving up on this pot, he shoves.
Houdon raising with Jack-9 of clubs, Jattin with 8.
Considering his options, just goes with the call though, which I think is standard with these stack sizes.
So heads up to the flop with both blinds folding. 6-6 deuce, just the one club. Advantage Jattin.
And that's a pretty big sizing. And
yeah, 100K into 130K. And Jattin playing a time bank card. The shot clock will be used until the very end of the tournament now. 30 seconds per decision, unless you use time bank cards, each one worth an additional 30 seconds. And of course, any time bank cards that weren't used yesterday will have been bagged along with the players' chips. 6 more cards distributed today. So Queen on the turn. Jattin now an 85% favorite.
165.
So Houdon keeps the pressure on, but again, one thing I know about Jattin is he doesn't back down easily, but certainly not used to maybe somebody taking that bet size on a dry flop. Don't know how much experience he has with Houdon specifically. That's of course going to play a role in this, but not surprised to see Jattin not willing to make the fold just yet.
Well, this pot has got bigger than it needed to be, 660,000. Neither player has pot behind. Jattin is the effective stack here with 405K behind, and he rivers a full house. I hope, for Houdon's sake, he does not try and empty the clip here.
Honestly, I wish an 8 didn't come on the river. I would have loved to see what Jattin would have done if he faced a third barrel from Houdon. Now, obviously, really easy decision if Houdon decides to put him to the test.
Houdon does not fire a third time. Jattin decides to go small, 75,000. Is he now trying to induce a bluff?
It feels that way, but I don't know if Houdon's got it in him. Just looks a little too sus.
Big pot for Farid Jattin, moves over the million mark.
So Maverick has just called with ace-jack suited. Jattin with 6s. Cheap flop, 3 ways. Jack 5-4, top pair, top kicker for Maverick.
Yeah, Middleton was really hoping to get this light open through, but facing 2 callers is not going to continue.
90.
Just taking over that betting lead. Jattin seems reluctant. Oh. Raise. 240,000.
Pretty interesting because when you think about Jattin being the second flatter in this pot, he's not going to have any overpairs, right? Those hands, queens, kings, aces, those are going to be raising pre-flop. Those will be 3-betting. And so now it's just about, does he have a set of 5s or a set of 4s here? But you can't really fold top pair, top kicker.
3, 4, 5, 6 now for Jattin.
Super interesting because Jattin shouldn't really have a lot of 7-6 suited, right? So you wonder when he gets called by Maverick, does he want to maybe check back and try to realize his equity? Oh, it sounds like, okay, I thought Maverick had put chips in.
Check, check. 9 misses everybody. Upside down 6.
385.
Aha, is going to try to set the price himself.
I think now you're just really concerned that your opponent has ace-jack, maybe has jack sometimes that they flat their pre-flop. Ooh.
Doesn't call. Shoves.
And this is what I was saying when we started the day and Jattin was at the feature table is I've read a lot of absurd hand histories involving Jattin, and he is a very tough person to play against. And just when you think maybe he was just planning on giving up on this pot, he shoves in a spot where Mavrotsakis doesn't have all that much back, is getting a really good price, but also isn't just going to be calling it off here because it feels like the price is so good that somebody wouldn't take this spot as a bluff. So
this is levels.
Levels on levels.
He looks so comfortable too, Jattin.
Yeah, because it's not
Killer.
the first time that he's pulled off a crazy bluff.
Yeah, I remember him being quite intimidating other times he's been on our streams.
I think that was the last time bank Mavrotsakis has left. The line doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You know, you do want to continue to get value on the turn, maybe even with a small bet size instead of a check back.
Last resort. Live reads.
Wow, this is...
Kicks it in. Jattin gets away with a huge one. Wow.
Yeah, that was sick.
Wow-wee.
Like, I feel violated for Mavrotsakis there. That was just a violation.
Raise.
Farid in the big blind with 76.
I will say Farid is also an excellent Instagram follow because he talks in these kind of great, like, life-affirming, like, positivity cliches.
He's a thought leader as well.
Yeah, yeah, with these amazing photos. But it's kind of like he lives it, you know?
Ooh, baby.
And here we go.
4, 5, 6, 7. That is an open-ended straight draw. Del Foco with second pair, top kicker, and a backdoor flush draw.
Thought leader, I like that.
Check. 5 check. 3 bet. 150,000.
Mid bet. No. You no check.
You're about,
Sorry.
it's okay. He check
He
and
check.
you bet 150.
Complexion of his hand can change greatly with this turn of the card, but it's not that one.
Ace high still ahead.
5 checks. 3 checks.
Another board pair instead of a draw getting there.
Yeah, and you know, Farid is going to have to bluff here. And he does decide to go quite big for those times he is up against something like a 5 or maybe even a turn 10. Is going to have to really make a big call. This is effectively an overbet. You know, had Farid just bet something in the range of 300K, maybe we would see a call from Del Foco, maybe even a quick call. But this, you know, it's something here. It's a quarter of Del Foco's chips.
Well, I said he had ace high. Of course, he has a pair of 5s, but they play the same in this
Yeah,
situation.
exactly.
The question is, can he make the hero call?
I wonder what he's using to randomize.
And this sizing is also very polarized, right? He's saying, I have a 4 or a very strong queen, basically.
Or a busted draw, of which there are several.
5 seconds.
Yeah, but the sizing is so astute. The Punisher punishes again. Nice hand for Farid.
Hans Erlandson, still the biggest stack. First to act. Kings.
125.
Raises to 125,000. Farid Jattin in the small. Has aces.
Hachi. Machi. Oh my goodness.
All in and a call. Erlandson shoves on Jattin, who calls all in, giving us the biggest pot of the tournament so far. 5.3 million. Jattin at risk, but way ahead.
And I'll tell you right here and right now, this whole field is in trouble if Farid Jattin gets over 100 big blinds. It's going to be a different kind of beast you'll see on the table. Let's see what happens. Wow. Ooh.
Queen 10-9. There is the possibility of some sickness. A king or a jack would give Erlandson the win.
It's just, there's nothing like poker.
6 on the turn. Same outs required. 6 cards that would send Jattin to the rail in 19th place. Any other card, he doubles up and takes the chip lead.
A lot of jacks and a couple of kings.
The river is a queen. Farid Jattin is the new tournament boss. Doubles up to 5.3 million. Hands Erlandson down to 2.7 million. Still has 55 bigs, but
some emotion sometimes.
Jattin is now in command.
Yeah, walk it off, buddy.
Yeah.
Hello, the ladies for Ami is going to open the action on the button. Jattin, 9 big blinds is a very short stack. So hands like Jack-9 suited are actually not a ridiculous 3-bet jam from the small blind versus a button open, but as you get shallower, James, you have a lot less fold equity, and he is going to pull the trigger here. I do think that this move works more often and slightly better when you're deeper. Looked like Ami was already chuckling to himself, James.
Still got the big blind to act. The chip leader, well, he's folded. Bearer is going to call the shove. And Farid Jattin is at risk of being our 12th place finisher. Gets it in with Jack-9 against Queens.
Yeah, Queen's going to be a huge favorite here, especially with the Queen of Diamonds. 1 less flushing card, 2 less straighting cards for the Jack-9.
9-6-6. A little bit of hope for Farid Jattin, as in 2 outs.
So you're saying there's a chance.
But the paired board, the Jack doesn't work for him. Eight on the turn, and Farid Jattin now drawing to 2 outs. Needs a 9 on the river, or we're down to 11. It's a 9!
Oh, wow. What a run out. What a beat for Ami here.
All right, Panakov's made it 200,000 with pocket queens. Jattin in the big blind with king 10. He's all in. Called by the pocket queens. Once again, Jattin at risk and behind.
Great spot for Panikov. It's going to be like a 70% favorite here. Maybe a smidge more because it's the queens. My guess, 74%.
A strange prediction.
Oh, so close.
75 in this particular case.
Almost nailed it.
9, 6, deuce, 2 clubs. Not a very hopeful flop for the Punisher. Gonna need to catch a king, and it looks like one of them is missing. Another club on the turn. Clubs inconsequential. Jattin gonna need to catch a king. Gonna need to catch on the river. Panakov's looking pretty pleased with himself. River card. 8 of clubs. No love for Jattin. Jattin will be eliminated in 10th place from this tournament. And not only will everyone make the final 9, not only will everyone make more money, but they have eliminated one of the most terrifying, skillful players in this tournament.
Thanks for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe for more awesome poker content. And check out this video. The YouTube algorithm seems confident you'll like it.